Everybody, welcome back to another reading. It's Mary. So I did put out a short video asking you who you'd like me to read about. I've gotten some requests for Mia. I've gotten some requests for Nicholas's mother, Stephanie. But before I go any further, let me state that everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I state is alleged and is for speculation only. Okay, so I was going to channel Dee Dee and Stephanie, Nicholas's mother. They've been talking to me, and I was going to do them. And then I just watched something that is just, I have no real words for this right now. I need to have my guides speak through me now, because I have been aware, and I've seen clips of the videos of I think the channel Into the Weeds has put out on her podcast, and I just watched Gypsy totally mind screw Nicholas, a young man who has autism, and you know, I think he had maybe one girlfriend before Gypsy, and she's gonna throw this adult, she's gonna feed his split person. He doesn't have split personality disorder or anything like that, but she is so clever, so manipulative, and also so vulnerable. She's saying things that I can't even say here. I'd get banned. But yeah, like I highly recommend you go watch Into the Weeds podcast if you haven't already. But she, you know, and it's like, I can't say Nick is entirely innocent, which is why we're going to look at Nicholas as well. But I want to know, like, okay, so we're going to go back in time. Woo, time machine back to 2015. Woo, and the videos that she was making with Nicholas. Because what the heck was she thinking? Who's Demona? I mean, I know who Demona is, but like, really? And Demona is doing like almost an interview for Nick as like the dungeon master. Let's just say that, because I don't want to get banned. But it's just like, oh my gosh. But what really offended me the most, like what really shocked me the most, is that she's dancing. She's dancing. And it's like, did she really have to kill her mother? The girl not only can stand up and walk, she can dance. She would have looked right at home in the East Village when I was younger, you know? Like, we could have been besties just as long as she wasn't some manipulative lunatic, you know? Oh my goodness, look, I can't make this up. This is Gypsy's deck, and I just flipped it over. The shadow card is the 5 of Swords, okay? She will do anything to get her way, if it means being beaten, and I'm quoting from her own video. If it means her going to a bar and being propositioned, she's going to supply Nick with money no matter what. She's teaching him how to steal. She's putting, I mean, it's one thing to have, like, you know, like they're in their early 20s, you know, she's in her early 20s. So, yeah, she has like sexual feelings and stuff. Okay, great. That's nice. But the direction in which she takes it and the things she adds to the video, like with the baby and the baby clothes in that video that she sent Nick, was like, what? You don't even have a baby yet. Like, and Demona got it for her. Demona is the thief, you know? Demona is the one stealing. So it's Gypsy. And I don't think Gypsy for 1 second when she got caught ever tried to use the excuse, oh, I have multiple personalities, or this is an aspect of myself. You know, it's like, no, she cultivated that in Nick. You know, she had Nick saying, you know, believing that he had multiple personalities, and he doesn't. He just has autism, you know? And like, I don't even recognize that Nick in the interviews. It's like, I do kind of, you know, it's like an awkward teenage trying to, like, you know, late teen, early 20s guy trying to like get a handle on, you know, BDSM. So I mean, it's real, but she knows what she's talking about for sure. She's all like, yeah, she talks like this, and like, so I'll do whatever, whenever, you know. But he doesn't talk like that. You can almost feel, it's almost embarrassing. If he was on like a casting call, you know, for like I don't know, for him, he wouldn't be able to do it. You know, he sounds very stilted and very, like he's just picking up from what he's seen in movies or read in books, or mostly what Gypsy's told him. So Gypsy's got a fake baby, or a future baby for them. She wants to live a life of crime. She wants to be really bad. She wants to be really good at being bad with him. And let's say allegedly here, just to like, you know, cover my butt so I don't get banned. She's baited him with a baby and the clothing and all the items. She's baiting him with money. She'll do whatever, whenever, the wetter, the better, you know, to get more money for him. She wants to go to bars. She wants to do jello shots. She wants to have fun. This is her idea of fun, getting drunk and having jello shots and having strange men proposition her and get paid for it. And, you know, it's like, is that that much different than what she did when she was released from jail? Yo, guys, I'm so drunk. Like, wow. Like, the night she got out of jail. I cannot wait to get a better editing program in my laptop, so, you know, I can throw those shots of her in there, you know. Yeah, for sure. And I'm thinking of maybe starting a podcast. Someone suggested it, and then I could take questions a lot better than a live stream. But let's start small, and we'll do one at a time. So, yeah, she's teaching him how to. She's trapping him with the baby thing. She's trapping him with the I will pay anything for you. I will do anything for you. And she's conditioning him and grooming him. And she's saying, but I can't kill. Allegedly, she said this on video, you know, I can't, as Demona, I can't kill, you know, my mother, and I can't kill Nick, but I can kill anybody else. I can torture them. I can, you know, I can rape. I don't know if I can say that, have my way with Nicholas or Nick, but I can't do anything more because I love them. Okay, what about your alter ego that you are quite aware that you have called Gypsy Rose Blanchard? What about her? So clearly, if she had had any psychiatric issues, the doctors would have picked up on it immediately. When, you know, when a person is arrested, they have to see a doctor because they psychiatry and medical, because you're going to be releasing the general population or not. They have to figure out where you're going to go within the jail system. So, or at least that's how it is in New York, in the upper, like, northeast part of America that I've heard about. So, you know, I mean, it makes sense, but oh my goodness, like, and as soon as she you know, flipped during the interrogation and said like, no, he made me do, you know, he did it and he raped me. I don't know if I can say that either, but that's direct. She quoted, I mean, I can link up that little, if I can, that little piece of when they told her mother had passed away. And oh my God, I can feel Stephanie crying even more now. She's been crying for 3 days. She's right above my right shoulder. She's really tingling my neck and everything. She wants to come forward. She wants to speak. So, okay, Stephanie, Nicholas's mother, please hold on one moment. Try to relax. I've lit candles all day, and I'm like trying to play like 432 hertz music, soothing, you know, because she's really upset. She showed me images that are in Nicholas's mind. Nicholas still has nightmares and horrible dreams, and he might seem okay, like in videos today or interviews. He's on the phone and his eyes look peaceful and calm, and he's talking about Jesus and the Bible and stuff like that, and that's great. You know, he seems to be the one who has changed. You know, if he ever was the other person, which I doubt he was. I've asked Dee Dee herself, did your daughter schmurder you? And she said no. And then I asked the infinite source God, and God's answer still was no. Very short and simple, no. I don't like to ask God too many questions. I don't want to end up like Moses. So, no, I just let it go at that. We're going to read it through the cards. So, as I was watching those videos, Gypsy and Nicolette. Oh my god, my heart chakra, my solar plexus is all, I feel so sick. I feel so nauseous. Really nauseous and sick. Oh my goodness, this energy is really so this is a long intro, I'm sorry, but as I was watching those things and like tapping into the energy, these cards came out, right? So Nick's deck, you know, 2 of Cups. So he's, see this energetic cord? He does. He says that he'll always have feelings for Gypsy, but he's kind of given up on the idea of, you know, like ever being with her. He hasn't said that exactly. He doesn't say that, but he just says that he will always have feelings for Gypsy. And he does consider himself guilty for the murder of Dee Dee, but he just wanted the same time that Gypsy got. And then when I was just, you know, getting the cards ready for Gypsy, this card came up, and this is the 9 of Wands. So she's getting ready. She's getting very ready to ramp up things, okay? Because there's going to be a huge backlash when those videos of her when she was younger are published, and not just by Into the Weeds. I mean, people are going to find out about this. This is major news. This shows that Gypsy had motive, Gypsy had the means, and Gypsy found a way to do this, to groom and manipulate Nicholas with money, sex, fake psychiatric illnesses, and the illusion of a happy life, especially with this baby obsession. And you see, it's like an alligator. She lives in Louisiana. Yeah, it's coming for her. Definitely. It's coming for her. And she's like, nah, I'm chill. I got my YouTube channel and nothing. I'm all ready. I'm set. And this comes, you know, she's going to snap in a second. She'll rip the head off this thing. She said so in her own video. I can torture. I can kill. Okay, so like, I want to know what is going on in Gypsy's mind right now. Like, seriously, like, what is she thinking about these videos that came out about her? She was in a lull, kind of. She was in like a low period. She's been really like grasping on YouTube and Instagram. I think she left TikTok, or TikTok left her. So I want to know, like, now, what the heck was she doing in those videos? Like, for real? Like, what in God's holy name? I'm like shaking. I can't. See, I pulled out the Wiccan deck over here. It's an oracle deck, but I'm like, yeah, let's get that. Yeah, let's see what she's up to, because this is just, she's gonna have to react to it. Plus, I heard that she is trolling YouTube and looking for negative comments or something and like responding to them. I can only pray to God. I can ask and ye shall receive. So I'm asking God, please let her see my videos, because I want her to know that I'm coming for the truth, and it's not just me, it's all of us. I don't know, maybe you're not into it for Gypsy or for Nicholas. I'm in this for Nicholas, to get him out of jail. I do not believe at this point he is a danger to anyone, and that he did not. They didn't do a full enough autopsy on Dee Dee. If I can channel Dee Dee herself for the court or the police, I'll do it. She'll tell the whole world. She'll tell the whole world what really happened. She certainly tells me. So, you know, and I am a channel. I am a medium. So what the heck is going on with Nicholas? What's he thinking? Has he even seen these videos? I mean, does he recall them from where he is in jail? Actually, his mother, Stephanie, I'm going to use this deck for her, the Goddess Tarot. Oh, here she comes again. She's like a kitten. She's like a small cat. She's saying, please, please, like she wants us to help her son. Hold on. She's pleading. And Dee Dee is standing like in the background, and her arms are folded like over her chest. And she's like, yeah, get used to what your kids do to you, you know. And Dee Dee and Stephanie see each other from time to time on the other side. But Stephanie's a little afraid of Dee Dee. But Stephanie is very upset about not only that Nick is in jail, but like she showed me images in my mind, because I was like, why are you so upset? There's nothing that she can do from the other side. But then she showed me the things that he has still implanted in his mind, and they were so horrible. They were horrific. They were like demon images. And even I was like, oh my gosh, this is awful. And oh, Nick's very, very old. Not a 500-year-old vampire. No, no, no. It's like Mesopotamia or something like that. And he was like, maybe like one of their, what do you call it? Like religious people, like a high priest or something like that. And he did a lot of, he helped write a lot of their spells and their history, like the occult. But that's, and then just a lot of stuff with just like evil spirits, and they're in his head. Not that Nicholas is evil. We're going to find out what really is going on with Nicholas. But it's not that he's evil. He just, you know, these things linger in his mind because of what happened. So what's going on with Gypsy? Okay, so, oh, we got the butterfly pinned to the wall. Poor me. The 3 of Swords. Her heart is broken because she couldn't live that life with Nicholas. Oh, she's still in her bubble. Okay, great. We got the 4 of Cups. Yeah, she doesn't actually care. She's going to act real nonchalant about these videos. Like, that's not me. We've got the baby again. The 7 of Cups. Like, she has a lot of choices. It can also indicate mental illness and addiction. I've said this before, and here we go again in those videos. She's like, I like to drink. You know, so like, yeah, she's talking about alcohol, not Coca-Cola, like in the act. No, she drinks in her own. She drank in her house. She's still drinking now, and she's still obsessed with the baby. Now, I am going to say this again. I'm 50-50 on Baby Aurora being real, only because for me personally, when I see her, I cannot see her face. I can see everything about her, but I can't see her face. And so there is a saying amongst mediums and other people who are aware that human beings can't see angels' faces. I've seen St. Michael. I've seen my own guardian angel at my deathbed when I die. I'm not supposed to die till I'm 102. I got 46 more years on this planet. But anyway, but on the other hand, I can never see children's faces. So maybe Aurora just falls into that category, as well as just angels. So that's on one aspect why I don't believe in Aurora. The other reason is because I tend to believe she is real. I've asked the pendulum, which is asking my guardian angels and my spirit guides, and said yes, she is real. It's just that I don't know, something doesn't add up right. So you know, even if she's using AI or whatever, she can't keep it going. Oh my goodness, look at this. We have the 10, the Wheel of Fortune. And yes, she wants things to change. There's a lull in her life. And look at that butterfly here, the butterfly here. I'll do whatever, whenever. You can beat me. You can hurt me. Yeah, she doesn't mind. Look at that. Look. Look at her hands tied. I can't make this up. This was all her idea. She planned the idea of the baby. Inside, she's cold and calculating. She does not care. And, you know, she's been hurt somehow. Like I said, in a past life, I've only seen her past life in the Akashic Records as being killed in the Holocaust. But she was a manipulator, and but she had to. You had to do that to survive in a concentration camp. So I'm not really holding that against her. And the 10 of Cups, which is very strange for her. This is her ultimate goal. This fake fantasy house, happily ever after. In this deck, look at this. The 10 of Cups is usually a rainbow with a river and a house in the background and a couple. You can't see their faces. Their backs are to us. Their arms are around each other's waist, and there's 2 children dancing and playing in the sunlight, and there's a rainbow. No, look, this is Gypsy's happily ever after. Make that make sense. It's about to fall over. She's got to use gravity or whatever. Like, how are these things up in the air? I don't know. How does she keep this stuff? The number 5 change. She brings a lot of change into people's lives all the time, and not always good. And this is the 10. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So her luck is about to change, and it has something to do with the way she's been living her life. As the paint your housewife, Mom. with her advice about life. You know, it's just like, when would I ever take advice about her, about motherhood or life, or share giggles with her? Have you heard her giggle in that video? It's been going on too long, but you know, oh, I forgot I can teach us how to like steal. You know what a barcode is? I'm like, oh my God. Oh, this is so much worse. Why is she free? Okay, so like, let's see. So Nicolette has the 4 of Pentacles, right? It was an anime deck because, you know, he's so cute and innocent, you know. I mean, I don't say that he didn't mention this dark sexuality to Gypsy. But once she saw that that's something he's into, she's going to use it. She's like the gimp and the usual suspects, you know. She's going to look around and she's going to use everything in the situation. Like, what do you own? What do you like? What do you smell like? What do you wear? That kind of stuff. She's going to put it together and then manipulate the heck out of you. Okay? That's Gypsy. Nick is getting stronger every day. Every day that he's in jail. Maybe that is the place he belongs. We have the 9 of Pentacles, which is great. This is the ultimate singles card, but it's like he has everything he needs. He doesn't need her. And he knows that now. You know, I'm wondering what's going to happen with the fallout from this video is going to be. So we can ask some more questions in a moment. The High Priestess, that would be Gypsy, actually. I just said what is between them. She's still in his head. All those things that he taught her. Besides, I already said, Stephanie showed it to me. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh no, I got like a really bad headache. And I was like, okay, enough. Stephanie, just please go away. She's hovering behind me now, but then she's like kind of tentative and scared. She doesn't know if she should come forward or not. And it's like, no, it's not time yet. When we pull out her cards, we can have her come forward. And then at some point, I'm going to do a live and then maybe podcast eventually. But for true crime in general, but Gypsy I've been watching since, you know, 2015, so like I've been paying attention, and then someone randomly asks me to do a reading on her. Okay, this is called uncoincidentalness. There are no coincidences. So yeah, he does, just like Stephanie showed me in the visions. He's by himself, he's in jail, he's got good commissary, even though it might not seem like it. Like, hey, I'd send Nicholas money. Also, yeah, the 4 of Discs. Not only is he strong with money and balance and harmony, and his health is pretty good right now. He does seem a lot mentally more balanced, more healthy now, and better shape. Like, if you remember that video of him with his head shaved and that big bald spot in the back of his head, like somebody knocked him in his head when he was in court. The first time they went to court, you know, he was all bloated. They're probably feeding him tons of psychotropics and stuff, you know, and that doesn't work for autism. So, but anyway, he looks a lot better today. He looks a lot more at peace with himself. But I'm talking, whoa, my whole body is reaching up into my throat chakra. Oh no. They don't, I don't know if they don't want me to speak or they do. But basically, yeah, Nick has this dark knowledge within him. But, you know, it's like he's balanced between the dark and the light. He's working his way out of it, you know, and he accepts now that, you know, he's not going to be with Gypsy, you know, even if he did get out, he accepts it. And he's a little, especially with these videos coming out, he's going to be a little obsessed with proving himself that he's actually a decent guy. You know, he's not the person that was in those videos. That was over 8 years ago. So people change. You know, he usually quotes the Bible and stuff like that. So, oh my goodness, yes, he is going to take a stand. But this is actually the 3 of Wands, which indicates that he could get out. Or, I'm hearing this, at this point, he might be pushed to write a book about the truth from his point of view. I don't like paying for books, you know. I like getting them from the secondhand cart, you know, or the library or online. But I would pay for a book that Nicholas wrote. I would. Usually 3 of Wands is stepping out and kind of stepping into your power. And see, he still has this in him. This imagery. Usually it's like your artistic self, your unique self. You know, he's still getting rid of these demons in him. He still has psychiatric issues where he thinks Victor truly lives. I mean, look at this guy's eyes. Does he not look like a vampire? Hands. Nicholas believes this about himself. Even though he believes he's redeemed, you know, by God and Jesus, he still has an aspect of himself that he believes these things. And Stephanie did show that to me, and I didn't understand. I understand now. And he's overburdened. He's overburdened by these images. He relives these things over and over in his head. And now the videos are going to come out. He's going to have to relive it again. So let's say, what is the energy between Nicholas and Gypsy right now? Because you know what I'm seeing? Like a shadowy area where it's like they are not in each other's lives, but it's almost like their souls are connecting energetically. And part of them, I don't know how to say this, they're kind of getting off on this energetically. Like if they could astrally project their souls, they like reliving the good old days. That was exciting before the schmurder of Dee Dee and getting caught. They both liked living that way. They liked the plans. And she said it, you know, or Demona said it, you know, she wants to be really, really good at being bad. And she wrote Nicholas into this, and he's a young man, and so of course he's going to be like, yes, you appeal to the things that only you know about, you know. So it's like I'm not saying that they actually do meet each other on an energetic plane or an energy plane, or like it's called astral projection. But I'm saying that if they did do that, I'm feeling like they can. But they have some weird pact, and they can do that if they want, because as long as Nicholas stays in jail, Gypsy's going to be free. Because if they re-examine Nicholas, they got to re-examine Gypsy, and she can't get tried for the same crime, but they could pull up other charges against her. So, yeah. Yeah, she wants to keep him exactly where he is. I would not be surprised if she used, you know, if she does keep him around. Let's see what the Samhain cards have to say. And these are actually, Samhain is Wiccan or sometimes Celtic holiday. If you don't know, whoa, there we go. That's Gypsy's cards right there. She got two. And I'll take one or two out for Nick. Let's see what they want to say. And you don't have to have them on Halloween. I mean, there's like witchy stuff going on here. Like, ooh, evil. I mean, not evil like I did the reading about, you know, Rebecca Park. That's just like natural, like a, what do you call it? Like somebody did something evil. Like, I don't believe there's like magic involved in that. That was just straight up like personification of evil. But in this case with Gypsy, no, she likes using magic and weaving spells. She loves it. She loves it. She still tries to do it. So, look at that. What a wild web we weave, dear child. A delicious mystery. Untamed. I can't say that any better than that. In fact, I'm going to do this, even though I don't really like doing it because I know that you can read. But we have the spider and the web. And I think I've said this before. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. I sometimes put that up on my videos with her. But it's like, what a wild web we weave, dear child. A delicious mystery untamed. And that is the essence of Gypsy when she's with Nicholas. Portraying herself to be, oh, she's so heartbroken. She misses him. Master, I'm giving you a kiss. Happy anniversary to Master. This is Gypsy talking. She's so innocent. But Demona's, I can't say it. Like, she says it herself, you know? Like, I'm not getting my channel shut down. And what did she do? She did a wild web. She wove, dear child. She's just a young woman. And a delicious mystery untamed. And yeah, she's still out there. It's a mystery, really. The real I mean, you know, if it's to the average person, to us or me, it's not. Silence, yeah, you better believe she's quiet about what really happened. Absolutely. Okay, let's read again. There is a sweet embrace in the nothingness. Stillness brings a present. Sorry, let me start that again. There is a sweet embrace in the nothingness. Stillness brings a presence of self fully embodied. Right. She can only be what she considers her full self. Change is coming. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. She is so fixated on the wrong things. And this also is a card of mental illness and addiction. And I've said it many times. She's drinking. Change is coming. Her house is about to fall down or be exposed. This web, she's desperately trying to keep it held together. And she's gonna not really comment on those videos. She's gonna stay silent. If she says she stays silent, she really can't say much. And because really it is the presence of herself fully embodied, just as this says. I didn't pick these cards, you know, they just came out. 36 is what? Is 9, 3, and it's an ending. Yeah, if she opens her mouth, it's the end for her. She's gonna give the same old line, you know, like, he's a dangerous person, blah blah blah, and he lied, and I'm a mother now, and I'm with Ken. Can you imagine what she's done to Ken and Ryan? No wonder they're still stuck around with her. Oh my goodness. And that's it. She's a big old spider, you know, just weaving that web and keeping innocent men in her clutches. So let's see what's going on with Nicholas, because he does believe it. He can say he believes in Christianity. There's plenty of Christians in the world, or Jewish people, Muslim people, and, you know, like, we do our best, but we're not always the best people, and we make mistakes. And Nicholas, I'm just hearing it over and over again, like a film, like a reset on the, like a rewind button on a film. Like, he just watches it over and over in his head in his cell while he's alone. So we have altar. Ooh, look at this. Altar, a sacred devotion, a worship skin deep, rising from the ash, the waters you keep. Yeah. A sacred devotion, a worship skin deep, rising from the ash, the waters you keep. He is sowing what he reaped, you know. I'm sorry, he's reaping what he sowed. And Gypsy knows how to use dark magic. And one of those ways is through, you know, the sexuality stuff. And stealing is not positive, you know, and weaving these stories about, you know, for him and everything. And Nick was devoted just to her, you see, too. Plus, there were two personalities. He had Victor and Nick, and she had Demona and Gypsy. I mean, I think later she came out with a little more, but those are the two main. And that just confirms it right there. And, you know, but this is what's going on. Oh, I just had a horrible image of Gypsy sprawled across this in one of those things, outfits she would wear to dance to Nick in. Get that out of my head. Oh my God, I feel sick. A sacred devotion, a worship skin deep, rising from the ash. Yeah, that's Gypsy. She took advantage of him while he had been hurt by his previous girlfriend, who wasn't that serious. And, you know, she made him have a sacred devotion to her. And what else we have? Elders. Oh, this is good. This I like. Okay. And now he's starting to listen to his intuition and stay away from her. Birth from the seed within the belly of the moon. There are the wise felt touches over our hearts and felt deep within the marrow of our spirit. And that is what he's doing. He is getting in touch with his heart. He is getting in touch with the truth. And I believe he's working through it. It's just that, like his mom showed me, like Stephanie showed me, in his mind, he's still, you know, replaying those tapes over and over again. Like, he still condemns himself. That's what I was saying. Like, not just people who are religious, you know, whatever their religious convictions are, but also it's you know, like we fall short all the time. We're human. But he goes over and over, like, you know, what did he do? Was it right or wrong? You know, and then he has the most horrific images in his head, you know, like really evil, like ghost spirit entities. Like, that's what his mom showed me. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Like, I had no idea it was that bad. Like, really, I didn't. And so I was like, why is she showing me this? Like, oh my God, she's sobbing right behind me now. Her hands are covering her face, and she's just standing there just like, but she also is not crying like on the floor anymore. So I think she feels a little better. that, you know, we're getting to the truth of the matter, the heart of the matter. And I just want to say that I am super grateful to Into the Weeds for putting up that video, all those videos, doing that work, all of us out here who do the work. You know, good job, all of us. You know, so we have connections. So yeah, of course Gypsy has connections, and she's the luck of a devil. I'm gonna say that's Jade. Partnership, contracts, commitment. Right now, that's what she's looking for. She's looking for, and she always has looked for that partnership, contracts. And I'm hearing she signed a soul contract. And you know, when Satan comes knocking, you know, he's like, hey, remember this contract you signed? Like, hey, how you doing? Hey, remember me? No? You were too busy, like, doing some crazy dance? Or actually, I used to dance that way. Like I said, she fit in great down in East Village in the 80s or something. But I was only 15. I shouldn't have left home. I would go out on the weekends. I do all my homework and work during the week. And on the weekends, I'd hang out with people, like, way too older than me. But, like, I actually was a good girl. I always was pretty honest, and I already told y'all that, like, I'm in AA for 28 years, you know, so yes, I did a little drinking on the weekend, but for the most part, I was not the same way as, you know, Gypsy. But, like, yeah, like, has signed a contract with the devil, and she hides behind her partnerships. So right now, it's like Bree, although Bree's been silent lately. I'm wondering what Bree will say about this video. I don't really have a deck assigned to Bree, do I? But, I did, because I did a reading on her before. I promise you, I'm going to get a laptop at least by, like, the week after Christmas, because things really go on sale after Christmas. And I'll be able to put more information. It's really hard to just use a phone to do this. But I love you, so I'm going to do it. And I also really would like to see Gypsy get what she deserves. Not that that's up to me, but I highly doubt it's what she's living right now. And Nicholas should be free. And if there's a baby involved in this, then God help her. God help that baby. I mean, she is surrounded by angels, you know, and Ken in her life, and Ryan. Right now, the only reason she's not talking to Ryan is because, you know, like, connections, partnership, commitment, you know, because he embarrassed himself, and she doesn't want to see herself aligned with him. But if he sent her money from his merch, you know, or whatever, she'd take it. She asks him for money. She certainly does. She has secrets on him, and he knows things about her, and, you know, she already has secrets on him. She's like Jeff Epstein. She collects secrets. Jeff Epstein didn't take money. He had a black book with everybody's phone number in it. He kept their secrets. Kind of like in the Hunger Games. That guy Finn, I think his name was. Now, not that he was a bad person, but that's what he did. He collected. He didn't want to get paid. He wanted to have information on people. So that's more valuable sometimes than money. But Gypsy, she's got the luck of the devil. This is what she wants, is money. And she's always reaching out for it. Now, I don't know what all this white light is around her other than luck. You know, this is straight up. And like I said, I do sense a soft person in there, an innocent, like, I don't mean innocent of schmurder. I mean innocent, like, she's young, she's innocent type of person, young. And so I have a spider 10 here, 3 and 7, that's a 10, which is all about me, and infinite possibilities. And again, if you reduce it to 1, it's still all about me. So Gypsy's only about me. And 9 with the silence, it's like, yeah, this will end. If she keeps her mouth quiet, like, for now, this will just blow over with the videos. She's gonna have to try to keep her house together, because her luck is about to change, and I don't think it's for the best. It's specific. I showed you the ropes and ties. She's dazed out of her mind, and she kind of, like, hides, isolates. She's on camera, but the rest of the time she's, like, zoned out, dreaming crazy things like flying fish and stuff, you know. And she's a mermaid, you know. She's still living with that, like, Princess Ariel dream life in her head. This is her idea of family, and she uses the excuse that, like, you know, she's been hurt. She's the victim. She's not. She victimizes people. So, okay, so then we did spider and silence and connections, which is actually 31, which is 4. So, like, yeah, she finds her stability through connections. She signed contracts. She still would love to sign a contract, like, for people to pay attention to her. But she's just, right now, she's working on, it just came to me, She's going to work on her commitment to Ken. Even though I don't see Ken around very often, these videos coming out are just going to blow the lid off. I've known about it for 2 days, actually, and it's just like I just couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, hey, that's it. I'm done. I'm doing this. I can't keep silent about it. But Ken, he's got anger issues. So, and he can't leave while he's angry. Because if Baby Aurora exists, and I tend to believe she does, I mean, just because I can't see her face doesn't mean that she doesn't exist. I've seen her in the future. I just can't see her now as a baby. But she's highly protected. And that's why Ken doesn't leave. He wants to take Aurora with him. He does love his daughter. You see that video of him acting all silly and stupid, and like, I don't know, not stupid, but just silly. I don't want to say stupid, but he's like, man, my girl is, you know, he's telling the dog the same thing. Yeah, handsome dog. And then he's like singing in Aurora's face. You're like, that's my girl. I forget what song he was singing it to, and it was just like, okay. So what's going on? My goodness, the same energy cards over and over again. So, Nick, what does Nick have on his side around his energy? Prophets and ancient seers. So, what this tells me, actually, it's 9. Again, it's a completion for him. It's an ending for him. Just like we had over here, we had endings. This is 6 elders. So, yeah, this goes with this too. This is 15, which is 6, which is love. It's also the middle of a holy tetralogy. Look at the imagery. Very similar. He has ancestors and family. He got his mother Stephanie from the other side talking to me. I'm a medium. Prophets and ancient seers, decisions and predictive guidance. So he's going to be a lot more careful about what he says and what he does, and he has been anyway, because whenever he speaks, he's, you know, talks a lot about forgiveness and things like that. And I think it's behind the scenes that he stays strong. You know, behind the scenes he has to, and even on camera he has to act this way. But he's getting there. You know, he really is. This is him. This is his soul. You know, and he is relatively independent. And I'm guaranteeing you that he has good commissary by now. You know, and he has not legacy. I'm sorry. He has success. You know, it's infamy, but it's success. I mean, this reading really mostly is. It's him I care about. But you see what's blocking him? What's blocking him is this dark knowledge that he has. It's from a woman. It's female dark energy, and that makes him go back to Victor, and then he's overburdened again. So, you know, we have him. We know that she groomed him. She got him into dark magic, but he has elders. He has people that want to help him. He has spirit guides and guardian angels that watch over him, and he's learning how not to live in that darkness, although his mind goes there, like when he's sleeping in his subconscious, it's still there. And he really does believe that he dealt the fatal blow, allegedly, and I don't believe he did. If Dee Dee says no, it's no. And so he does. He's making wiser decisions and predictive guidance. You know, he is more in touch with his spirit, his new Christian spirit. And so, you know, I believe that he's closing a chapter in his life by using this new knowledge and information. Kind of like, this could be looked as a cauldron and like a spell or something. Yeah, so, you know, it doesn't have to be. It could be his spell, his way of doing things, you know, like his magic is becoming more Christian. And I just get the feeling really strong. Wow. Not just his mother, but there is like a whole bunch of people who know the truth, like Dee Dee, and they want the truth to come out. Dee Dee definitely wants the truth to come out. You know, she doesn't want to be looked at like this evil mother. So we're going to do some more oracle cards. This is still the energy between Gypsy and Nick. I mean, man, she wishes so much that she could go back to the way it was when she was with her mom, but just her mom not there. And then she can live a life of no consequences and just dance all day and have sex. And, you know, I guess, I don't even know if I can say that, but I hope so. And everything she's talking about, like have a baby and all that, that's just, the only problem is getting mom out of the way. I can't believe she said that she could torture people, she could kill people. Just but not my mom. She's Demona. It's not necessarily her mother. Oh my goodness. Look what we have here. We have forgiveness. Okay. With the number 43, which is 7. Which is sexuality. Actually, the house of sexuality. It's also attached to luck. And I did say that she's got the luck of the devil. And I think maybe somewhere she realizes that she has blood on her hands, obviously, and she did this to Nicholas, you know, and she's gonna make, if she, you know, she's gonna stay silent, but she will say she's forgiven him because that's the right thing to say. But I don't believe she really, like I said, she actually enjoys thinking about when they did those videos and before the murder of her mother. So what we have for Nick, integration. Now, normally I would say, what is he integrating into? Yeah, you know, she did that, Gypsy. And if I can see correctly, it's 22 again. This is a master angel number of harmony and balance and love. Okay, so you can have this without forgiveness, but initially, I'm seeing two things here. One is initially she used this sexual persona, this darkness, this negativity to integrate him into her. They constantly talked about being soulmates and stuff. But now they're not together. So she's going to say, so that it sounds right, forgiveness. And she's going to say something like, you know, it's no one's business what her sexuality is or what she does. And she's right about that. It isn't anyone's business today. It just informs who she was and what she did. But Nick, when I read this in integration, I feel as if he's kind of free, even if he's behind bars, because he's growing. He's doing growth. And what is he becoming integrated with? Himself. His real soul. Not this fake soul or this misled soul that he became when he was with Gypsy before they got arrested. So let's pull some tea leaves, because you know they are right to the point, piping hot. And then I don't know, I guess we'll do Dee Dee and Stephanie another day, because we're heading on 47 minutes. Yay, I'm ahead for once. And we can do Dee Dee and Stephanie maybe tomorrow. But that's a channeling. So they're going to speak. Stephanie's disappointed. She's like, first her shoulder slumped down, and then she just made a motion with her hand like, forget it, you know. And it's like, no, Stephanie, I will channel her, okay? I just wish I could put the camera on me, but like my room is a total mess right now, and it's just not conducive right now. Plus, I mean, I could do a live channeling, or a channeling, but it's like, it's much better. It's not much better. You can see my eyes and where they go. Apparently my eyes make different motions and stuff when I'm channeling. Whoa. Oh, that one really wanted to be heard. So, okay. You know what? I think I'm going to do Nicholas first, since I literally jumped out and wanted to be heard. Ladder. Climbing towards success. Beautiful. Sorry about that glare. Climbing towards success. Yeah, he's getting better. These videos are just an old part of him. And yeah, I mean, we can't always choose what we dream at night. I mean, I can. I can just leave my dreams when they get a little too unsettling, or I pay attention. I usually know I'm dreaming. But, you know, hey, I'm me and you're you, and that's fine. So we have Bat. Take care, enemies are working against you. Yeah, Gypsy is, and any haters out there. And weren't they into vampires? Wasn't Gypsy like selling him that vampire crap, you know? So apple again, temptation. Who gave Adam the apple? Eve did. Yet again, you know, she made me do it. No, I mean, in this case, it's right. She did. She had knowledge and wisdom, and she knew a lot about stealing and how to create separate personas and do the, I hope I can say BDSM. I might say from now on the 50 Shades of Grey thing, so that I don't get banned and we all know what I'm talking about, okay? So the 50 Shades of Grey thing, and she is the one who tempted him. See, temptation will test you. Right, so he was, you know, he said he was testing her in a lot of the videos, but that was him just playing the role, you know. She was the one really, you know, schooling him in actively, as opposed to like, go watch this movie, or go watch 50 Shades of Grey, or go watch a XXX, you know, I don't know, movie. I can't say certain things, I'll get in trouble. Like a site, like a XXX site, you know, online or something, and learn. But no, she did it actively with him. This was completely interactive, which is like, that's what he wants. They want to integrate, they want a relationship, you know. But ultimately her goal is to, you know, have a baby, steal for a living, and get, get sold out to the highest bidder, or the lowest bidder. She doesn't care. This is really sick mind. And Bell, okay, announcement. Yeah, he's gonna have to make an announcement after this. He doesn't have to, but he will. And he's gonna talk about Gypsy. He may talk about the vampire thing. And he has to protect himself. I feel Stephanie coming back right now. She's hesitant, and I could ask her, please, Stephanie, go to your son Nicholas and watch over him. You can handle that. You are a mother. You love him. She's nodding her head. Oh, tears are running down her face. She's just standing there. She feels like she's in a prison. She's got prison bars all around her. Okay, find your way to Nicholas and go give him an energetic hug. And go be close to him. You can do that for him. Oh, she's saying she doesn't want to. The energy around his dreams, like when he's asleep, is very dark. So I'm going to say this. Stephanie, ask your angels and the light of infinite source God to surround you and protect you. Do not be afraid. That is what angels are here to do, of the light, of the highest source, that being God. Just surround yourself in their energy and go ahead and visit your son. I guarantee you'll be feeling better once you do. Yes, you may see him tossing and turning, but just hover above him. He'll feel your energy. I actually see Nicholas sleeping, tossing and turning, but when Stephanie shows up, like, he's gonna like rest again. So please, Stephanie, have at you go do that, and I promise you that I will channel whatever it is you want to say. She's opening her mouth, but she's afraid to say something. I said, okay, fine. What is it that you want to say? She's screaming Dee Dee. What about Dee Dee? She helped them do it. Do what? Turn him into a fiend or sex fiend. Dee Dee allowed it. Did Dee Dee, this is me speaking, did Dee Dee know that Gypsy was doing those things? Stephanie's saying she had an idea. Yeah, I mean, Gypsy's dancing and music. Don't tell me your mom couldn't hear it. Of course you could. So, okay, Stephanie, I heard you. I've said what you. So Dee Dee didn't necessarily encourage Gypsy, but she also, I'm seeing Dee Dee in a dead sleep. You know, she'd be exhausted from taking care of Gypsy all day, and so she would fall into a dead sleep, and then that's when Gypsy would do things. So Stephanie, let me remind you that Dee Dee did not condone this relationship. She didn't encourage it, but she was aware that your son was with, oh my goodness, my back. And she's like, no, listen to me. She's like pulling on my back, like on my sweater. And I'm like, okay, Stephanie, I'm listening. No, she's not saying anything. She doesn't want to go visit Nick. She'd rather stay close to me, to us. Okay, Stephanie, if you can just calm down. You are more than welcome. I have a deck of cards for you, and you can speak, just maybe not today. So we'll see. Cup. This is for Gypsy, right? What is she going to do next? I mean, her TikTok is dying, and she's going on Instagram and YouTube and making like really boring videos about nothing in particular. She made like some Christmas something, like puppets or something. I don't know. She didn't even give instructions how to do it. And I'm like, all I could think when I watched like maybe like 30 seconds of it was like, and where is Nicholas this Christmas? And actually, where are other people who are in jail this Christmas? Whether they're innocent or not, you know, like what do they get? Do they get to bake things, you know, and dance around the house and stuff, you know, and live like a freaking Cullen vampire or something? I said freaking YouTube, not the other word. I said freaking, you know, Cullen vampire. That's what I feel like Gypsy thinks she is, you know, like that. Like she's not the bad vampire anymore. She's the good kind, you know, and she just sits around cooking and doing her hobbies and stuff. And she's going to have like, never have to worry about money again. And she's an energy vampire, so she's getting fed, you know. So Cup, you should accept valid criticism, yet we know she doesn't. So there is criticism. Fair woman, wow. Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. And this is going to be Bree. Bree's going to be advising her how to act over the next week or so. Older woman, look at this. We have dealings or relationship with an older woman. For some reason, I'm getting that somebody's going to approach her with some sort of like business contract, like a more tell-all book or a more like in-depth interview, something like that. And that's what I'm getting from the older woman. And I just on the edge of that, I got maybe at Christmas she might try to be close to Christy, or I don't know if she knows anybody older, because Bree may be older, but this is Bree. Bree's gonna see how calm and clear she looks. Stable. She's gonna be the one to tell Gypsy, you know, she's gonna advise her, just like she advised her about the pad, the prescription pad. And we have the beetle, good fortune. So Gypsy is surrounded again by the devils. She has the luck of a devil. And yeah, she's still getting away with this, and that's what's gonna happen. She's going to ignore what people say about the videos. She's going to stay silent, or whatever Bree tells her to do, she'll do. She's going to say, oh, she forgives herself, and that Nicholas really is the monster, and then she's going to try to blame it on Nicholas. She's still weaving her web. She's still using all her connections. She's, like I said, she's like, she wants to live like a Cullen vampire, and and you know, just like do her hobbies forever, and never have to worry about money, and you know, or eating or anything, because hey, she's feeding off of people energetically. What's in the shadows of the last shuffle I did for her? The star. Look at this again. She is the star from a world. In fact, she's having delusions right now. I mean, they're not psychiatric. She's having visions, or not visions like me. She's having ideas of these videos are going to lead, like I said, like Nick's either going to write a book, something's going to come of this for sure. The Tower came out before, the Wheel of Fortune, and she's thinking about how she can use this to her benefit. And you got the baby here, baby Aurora with Saturn, and like Saturn is usually like the planet that reins things in, organizes things, makes things orderly and neat, and tells you get back on track and stuff, and then like actually helps you build that track that's just straight and right for you. And so yeah, she's using Aurora to appear that she's on the right track as mother. But like I always see this octopus as like Bree, or any random person that goes into her life that knows how to get her finger in every pot. And, you know, she is the queen. Gypsy is the queen of her own world. I don't know, after this video comes out, what's going to happen. I told you she's going to stay quiet. She's going to have Bree speak for her. And the most she'll say is she'll talk about forgiveness. That's about it. That's all I can really pick up. And that, yeah, like I said, she doesn't mind. Like, when she's alone and depressed, or Ken's, like, not home, and she can't go back to Ryan, like, she revisits those moments with Nicholas, and she's happy. Oh, my goodness, look at this card again, right? We have the 7 of Pentacles. Work, work, work. Busy, busy, busy spider. Busy spider. Where is it? Oh, Gypsy's not finished, not by a long shot. Poor Nicholas, stuck with this woman for all time and eternity, sealed in a temple. I don't judge anyone's religion. I just admitted that I know Twilight. It's my guilty pleasure. My brain cells are begging me, please stop reading this. I'm like, no. Please stop watching this. No. But yeah, Gypsy is still, that's it. That's how it's gonna go. In fact, she sees this maybe as like a good thing. Like I said, her channel on TikTok is slumping. She's losing followers even on YouTube and stuff. And yeah, so Stephanie, don't get mad at me, but I think we're gonna have to do you and Dee Dee tomorrow. I'll channel you. You can speak to me. Maybe viewers, hey guys out there, hey, come here. No, really. In the comments, write down the questions you have for Stephanie, Nicholas's mother, and Dee Dee, Gypsy's mother. Specific questions, and I will ask them, because I can't do a live yet. So when I do, I will take questions on the spot. This is in the shadows for Nicholas, the Prince of Wands, which is great. It's fast motion. He's passionate about something. And I'm going to say in this case, it's, you know, getting out of jail. And even his clothing is kind of like angelic, like wings almost, you know, like he's halfway there to having his wings. Like he's not gonna, I said he's gonna, you know, become more of a Christian and have his soul in order and stuff. And yes, inside he still has the darkness that he believes in. But at some point he's tired of this, and he's gonna come out of the shadows and come roaring out like passion with red here, and, you know, guns blazing, you know, wands blazing, bow staff blazing on his lion. That could be the lion of God, actually. It doesn't have to be some nice looking God. And he's gonna, you know, really try to, I think he may get out of jail. He will have enough passion and courage, and he'll have Jesus to help him, the Lion of God. Even though Jesus is called the Lamb of God, sometimes we call it the Lion of God. So this is in the shadows for Nicholas, but I'll pull one more card, and then you can all go and discuss. I'll give you all a topic, all right? The Into the Weeds podcast just uploaded and put on YouTube 3 videos of Gypsy in 2015, and one of Nicholas speaking to Gypsy. And they're both speaking about 2 other characters that are dark sides of themselves, something like that. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Go figure it out. And yeah, go discuss. Like, did she put a bad? You know, did Gypsy influence Nick? Did Nick influence Gypsy? Was it just like a perfect storm? Discuss. Go talk amongst yourselves. No, put them in the comments. I'd really like to know. Okay, so I'm actually feeling Nicholas's card is actually 3. I feel this is his card, this is his card, and the shadow card, whatever the one my pinky is touching. Oh, so let's see what's going on. Oh my goodness. Okay. So with Nicholas. And then you can go and discuss. Nicholas wants to be heard. You see? For sure. Nicholas wants to be heard. That's okay. He will be. Okay, so this one flipped over, and we have the 4 of Cups. Okay, so yes, Nicholas is taking a good long hard look at himself. And you see how this character, his face and his neck is white, but this one, his neck is a little darker. So he's becoming more pure. And he's burning down his past. and with passion and energy, and he's accepting, you know, the Holy Grail, the cup of from God and the universe, you know, and the gifts the universe has to give him. It's just that he still has these other cups from his previous life, which would be Gypsy and the 50 Shades of Grey stuff, and, you know, the actual Schmurder, and he's got to, like, knock them over. He's just looking to himself for that. And we have, oh my goodness, a tower moment for Nicholas to go along with Gypsy's. But Nicholas's looks normal. Like, yeah, something's going to come and shake up his world, and I'm pretty sure we've already gone over that. But you see, oops, sorry, my small teeple. In Nicholas's case, it's like a normal tower moment. It's like, yeah, in fact, I just heard the lid is going to be blown off with jail. These videos coming out are the beginning of him getting out of jail. That's the lid blowing off the jail. It's like a draconian jail, you see? But Gypsy, tied to a wheel, a pretty pink butterfly. Then I thought, but I don't care, wherever, I'll do whatever you like. I'll get money for us. So yeah, this is going to bring a tower moment around for both of them, changed. And for Nicholas, it's good though. It's going to feel like his world's falling apart, but it's for a good reason. Let it fall down. Let it crash down. Let that past go. Face himself, you know, and what he did, and let go. Let go. And finally, we have the Eight of Swords. Now, I held it like this. So that means he's getting free. Because you see, look, he's going to be free. Because in this position, the Eight of Swords is that you've trapped yourself, kind of self-sabotage card, or you've let others trap you. But you can get out, you know, it's not that difficult, you know, it's a lot of patience, it's a lot of work, but you can get out of this position. You can get out of this, and you can get out of this, and then you can move the swords and move out cautiously, right? And what's behind him, his head chakra is all open. He is in contact with the divine, right? But you see, it's in reverse. So normally it means you are stuck. You are trapped. You have trapped yourself, or you let others trap you. You self-sabotage things, right? But because it was in reverse, no, he is not going to feel sorry for himself. No, he is going to start taking moves to get out. And that's what's going to happen anyway. Like, whether Nicholas welcomes, I'm sure he will welcome it, but this tower is beyond his control. This explosion is beyond his control at this point. You know, look at me doing a reading on him. We pay attention. So, you know, this is going to happen just like it's going to happen in Gypsy. Just how she's approaching how to deal with it is a lot different than the way Nicholas is approaching it. So, she's going to still say her fakeness, you know, her fake self, her spider self, and be like, I'm a mother, I don't have time. Oh, she doesn't talk like that anymore, but she'll be like, I'm a mother, I don't have time for that. You know, I have a website and paintings to paint or something. But in reality, she's always spinning webs about somebody. Whereas Nicholas is busting loose. That is a nice positive note to end on. You know, and usually the tower moment, like I said, it's beyond our control. It's usually divinely ordered. We don't know what's coming next. Usually we feel like, oh my gosh, our whole world is falling apart. And in this case, Nicholas is going to be free. He can free himself. It's going to take a little time. But he can get out. And he will be, I'm hearing he will be bruised. But he'll make it through. That's just what I heard. He will be bruised, but he will make it through. And now I see him standing outside a prison with like a bag in his hands, or like a backpack. And he's free. He looks utterly confused and scared and terrified. I can't see how old he is. Maybe within 10 years from now. The sky's all gray. It's not a bright day. It's just kind of like a bland day. And I can see the prison gates going, and he's standing in front of it. He's free. So, yeah, and Stephanie's quieted down. So, I guess she's either cried herself into self-soothing, or she's fallen asleep, or she went to visit Nick, or she's fine with not being heard now. And that's good, because I don't like to talk to spirits unless they want to talk. And again, so with this said about Gypsy, oh my goodness, the energy coming off these cards is just, I can feel it. Look how my hand is from here. Right here, I can start to feel it. My hands are hurting. Like the palms of my hands and this branching out are hurting if I just do this. Right? Now, hold on a second. No, not a blue jay. Let's take a protection feather and wipe that energy off. Let's do that. Okay, now let's see what I put my hands on Nicholas's pile. Yeah, way calmer. Not around the tower. That I'm feeling like a lot of pulsating energy. But for the most part, it's calm. Just a little bit, you know, we're alive, we all have energy, but yeah, it's nothing like it's a lot calmer. So yeah, so I think we'll end here. I think that's the reading. I hope that you enjoyed this, that you got something out of it. I also still want to do other true crime cases. But right now, like, I knew it. I just had a feeling like Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. It pays to put a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, then God bless you. I can't sing, but I knew those halfpennies were coming. I knew those pennies, the gifts were coming, and it was coming in the form of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. This is gold. Okay, this is golden, information and what's going on. And again, my thanks to the other channels that are truth seekers. My thanks to you for looking for the truth. Thank you for watching the video this long. I guess I have to say this. The algorithm is hungry. Please like and subscribe. And you can leave the video on. I mean, we're at 111 right now. Nice. Good angel number. Awesome. You can leave it, run, and just listen if you want. Or you can pause it. Be creative. I know you can be. But that's what the algorithm watches, like how you found me and how long you watch for, and slow and steady growth is what they want to see. Also, I have some good news for those of you who do want like a live reading on YouTube, for example, as opposed to my email. If you want a private, in-depth like card reading like this, with some channeling, I can do that. And also I offer a private mediumship channeling. So if there's somebody or something from the other side that wants to come through and speak with you, or you want to speak with them, I can do that, of course, depending on the circumstances. I don't necessarily like to call in spirits if they are at peace, but I often see them all over the place. So usually watching over their loved ones. So I can do that as well. You can find my email address in the description of the video. This one, the last two, and on my main page. I'm not allowed by YouTube standards to write it in the comment section. But what I was saying before is that the YouTube partnership program has gone from 1,000 followers to 500. So the more I get followers and subscribers, the faster I hit 500, the faster I can do interactive lives where I can answer your questions. And they don't have to be about Gypsy or Nicholas or anything. It could be anything you want. But I need 500 subscribers to be able to do that. I mean, I can do a live, but it can't be interactive, and I'm pretty sure it's only a short. So yeah, like if you want that to happen, then help spread the word far and wide that there's this woman in New York City who can channel this energy. Yeah, I want to touch those cards right now. I get this close, I'm like, it's like getting electrocuted. So with all that information, I will let you go now. I hope you're enjoying the holiday season. And oh yeah, God says take a break, everybody. He wants us, or God wants us to are we smiling again right now? I'm just so used to saying he, but just, yeah, taking a break and enjoying the beauty of nature right now. Like for me, he showed me church bells ringing, so like listen to, you know, holiday music perhaps, or the clear sound of a bell on a cold day, and snowflakes falling on wreaths and trees. And in New York City, the lights on the trees are a lot different than other parts of the country. Like New York's got to make it look all chic in in Manhattan. But like if I went out to Long Island or Brooklyn or to the Bronx, people are going to decorate the way they feel like it. So God is basically gave me a message for me, which is for everyone. It's like, take a break, relax, and enjoy the Christmas season or the holiday season. So that's from God, and that's from through me to you. And with that said, I wish you much love, many blessings. I wish you all the best, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, take care. Bye.